Good morning, good morning. Hope all is well out there. This is Thomas Taylor III coming to you live. First, I want to say thank you for all the wonderful feedback that I've gotten via text messages, actually phone calls, and actually DMs on my Facebook. So I really appreciate the feedback. I appreciate that. This is on the bottom side of February, you guys. I committed to going live for the month of February, but have no fear. I'm going to keep going live. I'll probably cut it back a little bit and possibly do Sunday and possibly Thursdays, because in the middle, I'm going to have a clubhouse event as well as I'm working on a podcast. So what I want you to do is send me a message on Facebook, inbox me, and let me know what your favorite topic was. So based upon the information I get back, based upon your favorite topic, what I'll do is in March, I'll create an event. I'll post it on Facebook. You guys will be able to register for it. And then I'll do probably about an hour long, and I'll do a deeper dive in whatever topic that you feel was one of your favorite topics that I've been doing for the last month of February. On Saturday, I'm actually involved in a Disruptors Conference featuring different types of businesses. I think my time slot is at 10 o'clock. All the information and the links are on Facebook as well as Instagram. So this morning, I want to talk to you about something called manifestation, okay? Now, inside of manifestation, there's typically 3 phases to manifestation. And when you understand universal laws, right? So there's 12 universal laws, and one of the big ones that you may know is the law of attraction. Well, there's 11 more laws, and you guys can research those. But I want to talk about manifestation and 3 phases to manifestation, right? So one of the first phases to manifestation is actually believing something, meaning physically actually believing it and speaking it. It's kind of the first phase. So you believe something and then you speak it out loud, right? Why? Because Proverbs talks about this life or death is in the power of the tongue. Okay, so that's the first one. The second thing is you actually write it down. So you speak it, believe it, write it down. Why? Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision and make it plain. Okay, so you write it down. And the third phase of manifestation is preparation. Okay, now that's kind of what governs my life, is preparing. Why? Because if you believe something and you're not preparing for it, I question your belief. For example, if you're watching the weatherman, and we all know the weatherman can kind of be iffy sometimes, but if you're watching the weatherman and he says that there's 50% chance that it's going to rain today, do you leave the house with an umbrella or don't you? All right, say you just got a fresh cut, you just got your do done, got some nice kicks on, but he says a 50% chance of rain. So if you leave the house with an umbrella, what does that mean? Think about it. Yep. It means you're preparing for the 50% chance that it might rain. All right. So say you don't leave the house with an umbrella, and then it rains. You get out there, it rains, your hair get all messed up, you're upset, your makeup may be running, your kicks is messed up, and now you mad, right? But the guy said 50% chance. But you didn't leave the house with an umbrella though. And now you're upset that it actually rained. Why? Because probably 8 out of 10 times when they say that, it don't rain, but you just happen to be on the right side of town and it rained. Well, the question is, did you believe, right? I'm sure you didn't write it down. And did you prepare for it, right? So that answer is no. So when you really understand manifestation, meaning something that you want. So it's February now. A lot of people may have had goals or New Year's resolution, things of that nature. But it's February, right? Have you actually did certain things to prepare for it? Because if you say you want something, how much do you really want it if you didn't prepare for it? Ooh, just think about that, right? I got a friend of mine, right? Charlie Warwick. And he has an embroidery company called Grown Man Business Embroidery. Check him out. And him and I had a conversation last January. And he had about 2 embroidery machines. So we was having a conversation about that. And he was talking about possibly buying another embroidery machine. Well, I said, hey, look, if you really believe that your business is going to expand to be able to, take care of that other embroidery machine, I said, I challenge you to go ahead and buy that embroidery machine, right? Why? Because if you really believe that you're going to have the success that you're talking about, then you should be preparing for it. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He purchased that he might have a 4th embroidery machine right now, but he purchased that embroidery machine and his embroidery business is booming. I mean, it's busting out the seams. So he actually prepared for what he believed. So what happened ultimately was it manifested that in terms of his business expanding. So, for example, for me, a few years back, I had a black Escort. And I always wanted a 5 Series BMW, black with BBS rims. And I believed that I would have one, so much so that I actually found one and I put it as a screensaver at work, right? Nice black BMW. So people used to come on my desk and say, hey, Thomas, wow, that's a nice car. Is that your car? And I would say, nah, not yet. I still got an Escort, right? But I had it up there, you guys, because I believed that one day this is what I had. So I was preparing for it. So then fast forward, a friend of mine, Kenny, had an event at his house. So I pulled up in a black BMW with the BBS rims on it. My boys came outside. It was like, ooh, yo, you didn't tell me that you got that BMW? I said, no. I said, yeah, I did. I said, I've been telling you for years that I was going to get this BMW. I said, you just didn't believe me, though. And in actuality, it was the exact same BMW that I had as a screensaver at work. So all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, is for this year of 2021, what do you believe? What do you want to manifest in your life? That's the question. And whatever that is, regardless of what it is, even if it's so big that you don't even have an example of anybody that actually did it or created it, even if it's that big, you guys, it doesn't matter. For 2021, what I want you to do is start preparing for it, right? First, believe it. Expand your mind that you actually can believe this thing, number one, right? And then speak it. Just start talking about it. Just start talking about it, right? And then write it down. Don't be afraid, you guys, because once it's written, it stops moving. There's just something powerful about the pen. When you write things down, it ultimately stops moving. And then third, start preparing for it, right? Just do little things, right? Do little things to prepare for that big thing. So, for example, I'm doing Facebook Lives, right? Because my coach challenged me to do Facebook Lives, right? But I'm actually preparing for something bigger. And that's ultimately is being in a position to help more people. Well, you guys, if I didn't believe that I can help more people with some positive inspiration, some vision coaching, some different things, why would I do a Facebook Live? Why would I be on camera 6 o'clock in the morning, right? It's really no need for it. But I believe, though, and I wrote it down, right? I believe I actually wrote it down, and I'm preparing for it, right? So again, don't be afraid, you guys. Expand your mind. Speak it. Write it down. And then prepare. And you watch what happens. Matter of fact, keep me posted, right? Send me an inbox. Send me a message. Just keep me posted, right? And I guarantee you start to see some things in your life move. Some things will start to change, right? So you guys, this is Thomas Taylor III Saturday, I'm hosting an event, as well as in March, I'm going to host a large event. Saturday, I'm involved in a Disruptors Conference, but in March, I'm going to host a large event. I'll put that information out on Facebook, so give you guys a little bit more. I hope this is good for you. From there on, I'll keep moving on. But you guys go out there and make it a great day. Appreciate your time.